So I'm here on the ground in Brunswick with Don Williams of the Civil Air Patrol, and this is the ground launch that they use to run their glider operations. Here's the cable, and they've got the cable run all the way down to the end of the runway. It's over 5,000 feet. So we're going to step in here to Don real quick, and we're going to have him talk about what he's looking at when he's running it. So the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Okay. So when we launch, we basically do a radio check with the glider just before we launch, and we'll check the radio. He'll ask me how I hear him, and I'll say I hear him good, and then he'll then say he'll hear me good if everything works good with the communication, and then he'll give me a go, and then I step on the brake, release it, put it in low here. I'm not going to do it currently, and then I'll count to 4, and then I'll hit the throttle, bring the throttle up, and then I start watching my speedometer and my tensiometer. I got it blocked right there because the sun was hitting it, but I try to keep right around 45 miles an hour is the launch speed. But once the glider gets off the ground, I don't know exactly how fast they're going. So the glider pilot will communicate with me in the air, and he'll actually let me know his speed, and it should be between 55 and 60, and we will. He'll tell me either up, down, or he'll tell me either up 5 or down 5, depending on his speed, and I'll actually have him correct for wind. If he starts to get pushed off to one side or the other, I'll actually wait for him, or I'll actually tell him to either turn right or left to try to center over the field.
So how long from the time he says go until he's releasing his cable?
Approximately a minute and a half.
And what altitude will he be at in a minute?
We generally do 2,200 feet in about a minute. That's our average.
And how much cable do you think's been used up in that time?
Right around 3,500 feet.
So you've still got another 2,000 cable left.
Right. We've got there's approximately 10,000 feet of cable on this rope that this machine that we have here, and it's spliced.
And then they release, and there's a parachute. The cable comes back down. What's one of the things that you would say for pilots that are flying into Brunswick when you guys are doing this operation? What's the most important thing for those other pilots to know?
Not to cross overhead of the Brunswick landing. If we're launching, that's going to cause a problem. We're going to have to do a quick release, and then hopefully neither aircraft get in contact, or the other problem is that there's a chute in the air with approximately 8 to 10,000 feet of cable hooked to it with around a 10,000 pound machine on the end of it. So if they fly through that, there's some catastrophic issues.
It's going to be a bad day.
Yeah.
So, and typically you guys are doing during the summer, you're doing this both Saturday and Sunday?
Typically we try to.
Okay.
And we're always looking for more senior members to help us out, especially like the safety of flight, and we're also looking for, again, winch operators.
So any adult over the age of 18, you could train to operate the winch for them?
Absolutely.
And what about pilots? Anyone's interested in flying?
Yep, you can do that. You can go through the Civil Air Patrol. There's some people that already have their glider certifications. That's great. We can, depending on your hours, you can become a glider orientation pilot, give cadets rides for free, and if you're a powered pilot, you can also get involved with the Civil Air Patrol. Super.
Well, great. Thanks for your time. Looking forward. We'll get some video of the airplane side of things when they launch here shortly. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, so now we're on the other side. So way down here on the end of the runway is where the winch operator was, Don Williams. And now we're on the other end here. So you can see the line. They've got a little tennis ball and various links. Here's that parachute that he had mentioned about the parachute being on the end of the line. And then here's the actual airplane, the glider, getting ready to launch. And we'll go talk to the guys about the glider here. So they've got basically, as you can see as it sits, they have two guys that are going to grab the wingtips to keep it level. He'll activate the winch via radio. They'll turn it up like Don said on the other end, and then the airplane will accelerate forward. The wing walkers at that point are not needed, and the aircraft is able to maintain wings level. So we'll go and see if maybe we can talk to the pilot for a minute. Okay, we've got Charlie here. He's an airline captain, and he's also here running the flights for the cadets. And we're now on the other end that we had mentioned. So if you just want to walk through real quick what you're going to do on your side when you get ready to launch.
It's very simple. We do a three-way exchange of radio calls with the glider and the winch to make sure that everybody's ready and that the system is tight and ready to go, so we don't get jerked. And then I give the winch, I will give the wing runner when everyone's clear and ready to go. I give the wing runner a symbol to lift up my wing, and that tells us that we're ready to fly. After I've done my pre-flight checklist here, which I'm about to start, and then I tell the winch go, 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 and it's like a carrier shot. Just boom, and we're out of here.
And so this is the end that's going to be connected to the airplane. And can you just show us real quick how what you're doing to release the cable from the aircraft?
Right here, T-handle, yellow T-handle.
And you're just going to give that a double pull to make sure that it's actually released, or single pull, or
right. So you'll see that. You'll be able to film it momentarily, because first flight of the day we always do a test release.
Okay, well, super. So we'll look forward to seeing the launch. Thanks for that.
So.
Okay, I'm giving a 2-minute warning. They're going through the checklist. Closed. Okay, it's hooked.
There goes the cable. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the parachute now, and he just released, and it's falling towards the runway. Looks like it's falling directly. It looks like almost over the center line. Just made contact with the ground. If you're interested in volunteering, your best bet to find a point of contact is the GoCivilAirPatrol.com website, and look for their CAP unit locator. There are units in Presque Isle, Machias, Bar Harbor, Bangor, Waterville, Augusta, Brunswick, Portland, Sanford, and Lewiston, Auburn.